Hello everyone! We are back with Mists of Ravenloft, Episode 9, Midnight Meetings. Potentially many midnight meetings, it depends on how things go today, but I'm super hyped, I am super excited. Before we do our little last episode recap, let's just go around and say who we are and who we'll be playing this evening. Let's start off with Mr. Ron Wasley.
Hello everybody, I'm Shiny Pilot, and I'm going to be playing Ron Wasley, the lovable child that is going through some interesting times in his life right now. That would have been just supposedly a simple trip, and now it's just getting all crazy. So,
it is.
Look forward to the madness.
Poor little wizard boy. Speaking of Ron, I believe he's got some connections with Magnus this episode. Magnus.
Yeah, I'm playing Magnus Deepshaft, D20 coup de grace. Let's see. He is a dwarven paladin, and he is a prince.
Yes, very princely prince at that. Not as princely. We have Ambara.
Hi. I'm at Negatosaurus. I am playing Ambara Vanastra, the divine soul sorceress, who is very frustrated with her companions at the moment. So yes, it should be quite amusing to see what happens today.
It happens. Someone who's gotten a lot of sleep as they were not with us last week. We have Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr.
Oh, good evening here, everybody. My name is Travis Bowles, but tonight I'm playing Elam D. Wood Jr. And let me tell you something, he's kind of a meat and potatoes kind of a guy. In fact, I think he could survive on just meat and potatoes, but I also like those little shortbread cookies that they make. And my grandma would make you a fried pie. Now, this was before my grandma was carried off by the undead hordes and the blood-sucking nightmares from beyond the wall of sleep. But before that, she made a fried pie. Take the socks right off your feet, let me tell you. It's good to be here tonight. Thank you for having me.
Excellent, excellent. Maybe you get to have that fried pie again someday. But
blueberry.
We'll have to find out. Last, but certainly not least, we have our resident pirate, not pirate, Merrick Tenpenny.
Yep, I'm Deception Check. I'm playing Merrick Tenpenny, the sailor, this evening. That was his last job description, so of course he is definitely a sailor, not a pirate. And since we don't have a ship, can't be a pirate without a ship, so yeah, can't be a sailor either, so I'm not sure exactly what he is. Maybe he's just a big pile of salty semen. I don't know.
And who knows? What's a sailor to do without the sea? But as far as a little recap goes, we are currently on an island. Our heroes were shipwrecked here a couple episodes ago. When searching for a source of fresh water, they found the kindly Dr. Fran, who welcomed them into his home. He even has a guest house. As occasionally other ships have gotten shipwrecked here before, and he provided shelter for those sailors and other survivors until they wandered off into the woods to get taken by the Broken Ones. The term that the half-beast, half-man? Neither man nor beast people call themselves on this island. There was some researching done at Dr. Fran's house this past episode. Ron read about this super cool order of, like, guys, and they sounded kind of like superheroes. They protected people and dangerous items and stuff. And Magnus read about a group of cultists that apparently keep this table of life in their super secret monastery of lost souls on the northern side of the island. They decided that maybe they want to check out this monastery that may or may not be making some kind of curse. Dr. Fran seems to believe so, as these are super shady monks he's assured them. And so, in order to get some more intel, the situation is he doesn't know anything about them. He has gone out and brought back one of the Broken Ones who kind of trusts him a little, he says. And she's kind of like a squirrel girl kind of thing. She's got like a big bushy tail and like squirrel ears, but she looks kind of more like a halfling kind of woman. It's a real interesting combination. Elam has been sleeping a whole lot, and Ron may or may not be possessed by a demon, according to Magnus, though Merrick is pretty sure Ron's not. But Ron has to be the one to fess up to it, to his shame. That happened last week, which probably will never happen, so he'll just get exorcisms for a long time. We'll love that. It'll be great. So, without further ado, let's get back to the game. So everyone is at Dr. Fran's house. I believe Ron was doing some reading in the library. I don't know what Magnus was doing. Probably getting some food or something. Look, I think he was looking for Ron, actually. Merrick and Mbara had been talking. Mbara had spoken with Felix, and he said if she met with him at midnight near the spring, he would give her some more information, but he couldn't talk here. And Elam, you're just waking up. Slept way in.
Do that thing where you scratch your ribs like in cartoons, you know? That was a good one. Oh, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, you're in a little guest house, and you see that there's, like, Merrick outside, and Mbara's kind of, like, walking up.
Oh. Good morning!
Good morning, Elam. I'm glad to see that you're finally awake.
Oh, man. I am awake. I am rested. I feel like about $1.5 million. You ever take a shit that makes you feel like you slept for 12 hours?
I can't say that I have.
Reverse that. That's pretty much what just happened. Oh, man. I had a weird dream. You're not one of those people who's annoyed by people telling you about their dreams.
No, dreams can reveal certain things about a person's character and other things.
Good. Well, I had this weird dream about this weird table and all these people in robes dancing around, doing something, and then my penis fell off and all my teeth fell out.
All right, I'd say that those last two things are some kind of subconscious thing. But we actually did learn that there is a table in the monastery, the creepy monastery to the north.
Oh, I do remember us talking about that.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you about the other two parts.
Oh, it's like a recurring thing. I dream about that all the time. I'm just saying the first two things. Well, sure, you don't have the tooth dream? Am I the only one? Can't be the only one.
I've never had a dream about my teeth falling out.
Oh. Well, consider yourself lucky. It is terrifying. Well, everybody's okay, though. Dr. Fran didn't turn out to be a hideous monster, poison the whole team.
Not yet, no.
Good. Glad to hear that. How about you? How you holding up here on the island?
It's a very strange island.
Oh, yeah. I slept like a baby, though.
I can tell.
So quiet. It was raining.
You were snoring quite loud, as you do.
I don't snore. What are you talking about?
Sure. Sure you don't. All right. That's... Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just keep our voices down. Good times. Well, what are we doing? We gonna bust some cultists, or?
Actually, Dr. Fran just brought in some... squirrel girl, I suppose.
Squirrel girl.
Yes, she's some kind of gnome or halfling mixed with a squirrel. It's kind of strange, but we're going to talk to her about the Master of Pain and the Broken Ones and what she knows about the island. So, would you care to join us?
I would love to. This is all coming back to me. I remember the animal people.
Yes.
I'm curious about the squirrel girl. That sounds like the least threatening one we've met so far. The rest of them are big, monsters.
We did meet that big bear.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was very terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Scary. Did you have to kill it?
No. Oh, and by the way, our jaguar friend is here.
Oh! The big kitty!
Yes, it was injured, and Dr. Fran found it and apparently saved it, so...
God.
Yay, I guess. But we haven't found Rhino yet, unfortunately.
I got a bad feeling. Hopefully, Rhino has not been turned into some sort of a war animal by this master of pain.
I don't remember how much you heard before you fell asleep, but apparently this curse or disease or whatever it is, I don't know. They could have just been, I mean, they obviously weren't born this way, but Just saying.
Mm.
Apparently it takes several years to accumulate and start showing effects.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you got a hoof or something. That's why we got to get the hell out of here.
That's the plan.
Wow,
After we talk to Dr. Fran, I think in the morning we're going to head out to that monastery and see what we can find out.
I'm glad because, like I said, it's all coming back to me. My recollection, Ambar, was that you were concerned about this Master of Pain character. I remember putting my feet up thinking that it might be inevitable that we have to go say hi to that individual.
I don't know in what universe that would ever be inevitable.
I'm telling you. Cultists don't have some sort of resource to get off this island.
How do you know?
I'm just saying if they don't, I don't know. What do I know? I've been asleep for 12 hours. I'm saying if the cultists don't have a boat, you know.
And you think the Master of Pain is going to give us a boat?
I think he's the most, I think he's the most likely to have the resources, you know.
And if he did, why wouldn't he have left already and expanded his Kingdom of Pain, or the jungles of Akanga?
That's a good one. That is a good question. He likes it. He's surrounded by beast men who do his bidding, presumably.
But he only has half of an island when he could have a whole island. And yet he hasn't expanded his borders.
I don't know. Life is full of mysteries here.
And some mysteries are meant to stay that way.
All right, fine. I'm just saying, it sounds entertaining to go toe-to-toe with someone who calls himself the Master of Pain.
I don't know in what...
Mortal danger. Sounds like the most fun we could have.
To go see a Master of Pain?
Oh.
What kind of stuff are you into, Elon?
Oh, you are so easy. I've been messing with you for a year. Now, come on. I don't want to
I've only known you for like 10 days.
I'm just saying, I don't think we have to fight the Master of Pain to get off the island.
I would much rather deal with these monks than go anywhere near the other half of the island.
Yeah, no, I feel good about the monk thing.
Yes, I'd rather deal with creepy death monks than anything else.
Sure. Yeah.
Life monks.
Because at least they outright kill you instead of doing pain stuff, which is never fun.
That's what I'm saying. That Master of Pain is probably covered in knives and bone armor and God knows what. These cultists, they just sit around in robes, you know.
That's not generally how cultists, you know.
No?
I know quite a bit about cultists, and neither one are very appealing.
You know, we didn't have a cult back home. We had a church, of course. Small congregation of you know, loyal, fearful people. You know?
I'm pretty sure that's a cult.
Oh, you think?
Loyal, fearful people. In servitude of a god or mighty being that is all-powerful and can smite you with a hammer or a snap of the fingers.
But cults don't have a bake sale. You know?
How do you know? Are you a cultist? They could have bake sales. You don't know their life.
Ambar, I am very glad to know you and your voice of reason. And you know, been through a lot. These have been some big weeks. You know, I've never been through so much flux in my own time. So I appreciate you.
You've never been adventuring before?
No, ma'am. I have always lived in the same quiet small town of Grover's Corners, and you know, up until about 6 months ago, everything was fine, and then the town was slowly infiltrated by vampires. I think they were vampires.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's not very, you know, pleasant, but you never found that boring, just staying in one place your whole life?
No, ma'am. Found it rather comforting, and you know, just had a, you know, I had a family and a lovely home, and you know, very lovely life and nice rhythm to existence, something I could enjoy. And then, of course, as I mentioned, blood-sucking nightmares from beyond slowly infiltrated. I think that's the hardest part, is they didn't actually outright kill anybody. They slowly took them over one by one and turned them into their own hellish kind. And I managed to escape in a manure truck, having to leave my wife and family and everybody I ever met and known behind. So, when's breakfast? Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
He did miss breakfast, but lunch
it's
is
like
currently being
lunchtime.
prepared. Yes.
And to be fair, Elam, if I had had a choice, I probably wouldn't have left my home either. And she kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder because she doesn't know what the fuck to do. She's like, okay, that's a lot of information. I'm gonna walk away now. And she walks away.
She walks away, I think. One single dry tear begins to form. The dry cracks of Elam Dewood Jr.'s sun-hardened face. Lets it sit there for a while. Does not wipe it away.
Yeah, the jungle, before you know it, it blends in with the jungle sweat and humidity that's on your face.
Only salt remains on my dusty cheek.
Alright, I'm gonna go find Dr. Fran.
Okay, yeah. At this point, you'd think he would be inside his laboratory, because that's generally where he spends most of his time. And so he's brought in the squirrel girl. Pretty much, if you hadn't heard him come in, Orson would have, like, lumbered over to you and been like, Dr. Fran is back. If you wanted to talk to the broken one.
He's talking to me?
Whoever doesn't know. Like, they didn't see it come
okay.
in.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm searching for Ron
Okay.
right now.
Ron, make me a stealth check.
Oh, Ron will. Ron will.
I know you're hiding behind a chair in the library, but still, you gotta be quiet.
Oh.
Give me a perception, Magnus.
All right.
You're looking for him. Can't find him.
Yes.
Ron!
Ron just sits there and maybe like kind of peers around the chair a little bit in his little corner in his cubby and kind of a little bit tighter. Make sure the hat's nice and squashed.
You just squash your head.
Walks into the room looking around. He's wearing a white robe and he has a censer in his hand and it's smoking.
Oh no. He's never gonna stop, is he?
I suppose he leaves afterward.
Yeah, you smell the incense and the censer waft over to behind the chair. You know he's near. And
like takes his shirt.
Yeah, after a moment of looking and looking under tables, he leaves, and you're alone in the room again.
Okay, Ron keeps looking through his journal.
All right.
I wanted to ask you about that journal.
Yes.
You said in here too. It mentions I've got notes, footnotes.
Mhm.
Rudolph van Richten,
Yes.
Order of the Guardians, about justice and good.
Mhm.
Does it mention anything specific about this island or anything related to this island? Just a broad topic.
So you are reading about this Order of the Guardians. There's a specific tale in here. So there's these members of the Order of the Guardians who traveled to this place called Markovia and set up a fortress to protect this evil and ancient relic, so that they could protect it from the rest of the world. And how like people tried to get in and get it, but the monks always repelled them, and have tried to keep the knowledge of it secret.
Okay.
So secret that not even Van Richten could get the name of
But
the
it
evil
isn't-
relic.
It doesn't say where Markovia is or what Markovia is.
It just says the Kingdom of Markovia.
Kingdom. Okay, so it's a land. Okay. It's a place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then Ron will just keep delving into the madness of this journal and seeing what it has to entail, and trying to forget about the past instances of wetting the bed and his hiding from the crazy one, and just going about his time.
Okay, yeah, it's these guys seem pretty cool. These Order of the Guardians. Who all goes in to talk with Dr. Fran and Squirrel Girl? Mara, Merrick, I think Magnus was going. Is Elam accompany, or is Elam getting food?
I think I grab a plate of something,
Mm-hmm.
and I sneak it into the lab. And I do that thing where you kind of eat, but you don't
Yeah,
make a big
yeah.
deal of it.
You can definitely do that. That's not a problem at all. The Squirrel Girl has a platter of fruit next to her as well, and she's like eating it. Dr. Fran's like, oh, good. Most of you are here. Excellent. I found this girl. She goes by Chi. That's what she likes to be called.
Did you say, she's... She? I thought you said her name was Sheila.
Oh, Sheila. I'm sorry. Thank you for actually writing that name down. I just made up a new one because I couldn't remember it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Sheila the Squirrel Girl. Yes, her name's Sheila! And I said that last week, but forgot to write it down in my own
Sometimes she might just like
notes.
going by the name She, because, you know,
Yes.
it's short for Sheila.
That's true.
Fair.
She has a nickname.
I mean, all of these kids go through these naming things.
They
as get
do.
older.
And the broken ones, as they kind of try to rediscover their own intelligence and self, they go through, like, the naming phase. But yes, this is
Why do we
Sheila.
have to call them broken? I mean...
That's what they call themselves. I don't...
I think it's you're imposing your own opinions on them, and you're forcing them to take names like that just, just inherent racism in the system. I'm sorry, it gets on my nerves.
I just call them what they call themselves.
Right.
Sheila.
Good morning, Elam.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, you get enough sleep there, did you?
Oh, I slept like a baby. It was a beautiful thing. I haven't slept like that since I don't know when. I can't even, probably maybe years. It was marvelous. It was restful. Dr. Fran, good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Wood.
I'm fascinated by your friend here. I have always liked squirrels, and I have to say, I am a fan of girls. So, it's very interesting to meet girl. And this fruit plate is so tempting.
She kind of grabs it and pulls it closer to her.
Oh, it's all right. I got my own, honey. It's okay. Fascinating.
So, what can you tell us of this monastery, Sheila?
Well, I've climbed the walls. There's sometimes it's really hard to climb, but I'm really good at climbing. So I've climbed the walls, and there's a lot of them. I mean, not like a lot, but there's like a bunch, and they never say anything. They just walk around all day. They don't say anything to each other. They just stare. It's creepy.
Okay. How much does your friendship cost?
So good. That's that t-shirt, by the way. I need a coffee mug or something. How much does your friendship cost?
Sorry. Other questions can be asked.
Cost.
And she grabs a piece of fruit and just
So, Sheila, what can you tell us about a Kanga?
He's big. He's like a lion. Real big. Real strong. Really scary.
Okay, what's he like?
Authoritative. That's my new word.
Obviously.
That's not a good word. Okay.
That's a very good word, and you used it in a very good way. So, is he... obviously, he's authoritative.
Mm-hmm.
In what ways does he control... Obviously, he's controlling, because that goes along with authoritative. Does he control what you do, who you speak to, things like that?
Yeah.
What are the rules of your society?
Well, we're not supposed to talk, to go to the monastery, really, so don't tell him that I have been there.
I would never.
And then we're not supposed to leave the island, really. And then we're not supposed to to really get over on this side of the island either, because he's very territorial. Not everyone listens to him.
Why not? Why do you think they don't?
Because they're stupid.
Because they're stupid? Or because he's stupid?
Both?
I'll take that. All right.
Both.
Is he the first of you? Or were there others before him?
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of took over? Were you there before he was there?
No. But I've
No.
heard stories. A lot of them like to talk. When he's not there.
Stories?
Yeah.
Obviously, he wouldn't like that being spoken of.
No.
What kind of stories, Sheila?
About how there used to be a bunch of different tribes of broken ones, and then he started fighting with others that were not in his tribe and bringing them all into one.
So he kind of united all of you?
Most of us, yeah.
Most of you?
Not all of us.
Who isn't?
There's just a few small groups, the ones that like to stay on this side more.
Alright. And why do you all call him the Master of Pain?
He's a warlord.
That doesn't necessarily mean he has to be, inflicting pain on everyone.
He's vicious. Very vicious.
Alright. And so, a little while ago, yesterday, we encountered some of your friends, and they wanted to take us to him. Do you know why?
Probably to kill you.
Alright. Sounds about right. She looks at Elam.
Very vicious.
Sounds like it.
Didn't join him because he's a nice guy, right? How big is he?
He's a lion.
Lion.
Like, she reaches her arms out as far as she can wide, and then, like, jumps. Size-wise, according to her width and height adjustment, you guesstimate he's about 7 feet tall and pretty broad-shouldered.
Big lion guy.
What?
Big lion guy.
Big lion.
Big lion guy.
Claws,
Well.
teeth.
So you're pretty familiar with the where does he live, He lives in a scary fortress kind of a thing?
Moves around to the different areas.
He needs to know there's a new king of this jungle.
Likes to move, huh? When he moves, does he take like wagons or on foot? What does he do?
What's a wagon?
A lot of wagons or
What's a wagon?
like a big box with wheels?
Oh,
Does somebody take him?
no. It's just walks.
Yeah, he does.
This is all real entertaining, but I believe Dr. Fran brought the young Sheila to us so we could talk about the monastery.
Oh yeah.
Because they might have travel off the island. They might know something about our Lord Magnus's table that he wishes to have.
Yes.
They've got-
Tell me of the table of life, please.
I haven't seen a table, but they have lots of tunnels. Lots of tunnels.
You know if there's a way in, past the wall?
You have to go past the wall to get into
And
the
then-
tunnels.
There's a way in?
I went in a little way, and then I was like, "Ugh," and I let it back out.
What about boats?
I don't know. The cliffs are hard to get over to the other side without get into too deep into the monastery.
That's fine. Don't worry. You're very helpful.
I've never been to the North Shore.
Is there anything else we haven't asked you about the monks that you wish to tell us?
They're all hooded and in the dark clothing, and they don't talk, and then they just do like the same thing every day.
What's that?
They just, I don't know, weird stuff. Like they walk with this thing, and it's like makes smoke, and then they walk around with it, and then into buildings, and then out of buildings, and then they carry buckets and stuff around.
Do the same ones do it every day? Do you know?
It's hard to tell because they all have the hoods.
The hoods.
And some of them are all bandaged up.
Hmm.
They're all like wrapped on their hands and their face.
Well, this may sound like a stupid question. I have been asleep for like a day and a half, but what if I'm interested in their religion? You know, can I just walk in there and get like a pamphlet or like some more information about their faith and their lifestyle, and it's the kind of place I can just walk into?
They don't let us. And then she gestures in, but I saw someone go in once.
Oh, who?
It's this shipwreck person.
Recently or in the past?
A while ago.
And did they come out?
I don't know. I just stayed around and looked, but they went through this tube, and it's weird. I don't know. They went up the tube into the monastery.
They went up a tube into the monastery. All right.
And they were at the top. They ring a bell. There's a bell.
They ring a bell. Is the bell at the bottom of the tube or the top of the tube?
Bottom.
That could be a way in.
I'll have to disguise myself.
And the concern is that, you are somehow usurped by some force. Whatever they're all, maybe they're all hypnotized or something.
Demons do not influence me. It's Ron we have to worry about.
Ron's a demon?
Oh, no, but he has been influenced by the demon.
Well, he's young. They grow out of that, He's like 13. What? Was he touching it? Was he whacking out in the shed or something? What was he doing?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, dear God.
I didn't have a son, so I only heard secondhand what they do at this age. They misbehave.
The whole outhouse exploded.
Blew up the outhouse?
He did.
Our Ron blew up the outhouse.
Merrick is shaking his head.
You gotta go, right? Anybody? No?
I assume it was the demon's handiwork.
Tell you something.
You did see that the outhouse was like half burnt down.
Oh, we burned it down.
Half burnt down.
Yeah.
Blew up the outhouse.
Oh, I thought it was a euphemism for,
No,
Okay.
literally, actually.
So, Sheila,
It's a poop joke, folks.
in the morning, do you think you could take us to the monastery?
I know the way.
Is everyone else all right with that? Is that the plan? Are we going to this monastery?
I am down. I am ready to go.
I'm fine with that choice.
All
He
right.
will collect my table. It is a quest then.
Apparently it is.
All right. Well, thank you, Sheila, for all your help. It was appreciated coming here. I know you're not supposed to because your Okanga wouldn't let you come here.
I like to break the rules.
Good girl. Good girl.
We're-
Thank you again. Now I'm going to get drunk because I got nothing better to do today. Goodbye. He walks out and he's still got a half bottle of the coconut hooch. From
Oh yeah,
yesterday, and hasn't finished off. He's just drinking and heading out the door.
Excellent. What about the rest of you?
A small gift, and I'll give her 5 gold. Here you go. I don't have that much on me right now. I don't know if she'll even use that.
She kind of like bites it and like.
Oh, it's not for eating. I suppose you could eat it if you wanted to. I don't care. It's your money now. And I'm going to go look for Ron.
She kind of just sets it down and eats a piece of fruit to wash the flavor out of her mouth.
That's gold. All right, that's gold flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I like. That's.
Mm-hmm.
I like sort of see everybody kind of walking out. Like one quick thing, Dr. Fran.
Yes.
So you've been studying this. So what is it? Something in the food? Something in the water? Something in the air? Is it some sort of mystic force? What do you think is turning, these people over some period of years into a half beast? Have you gotten any closer to it?
My best guess would be a curse or a pretty strange disease. If it's...
Well, I mean, but that's kind of a wide, disease.
But I'm a man of science, so I don't have any means of dealing with curses unless it's a cursed object, in which case I have no doubt we could devise a way to destroy it. But if it's a disease, well, then it's just a matter of studying, applying oneself to one's trade.
Maybe safe to say you'd know by now if it was a disease, though.
Well, it's hard to say when there is so many strange and bizarre things in our world, am I right?
Oh, boy, truer words were never spoken. Well, let me tell you something. It has been a pleasure visiting with you. Love the lab, all this.
Thank
Beautiful.
You. My life's
so
work.
Interesting. Absolutely. Squirrel, Sheila. Enjoy the melon. I consider myself something of an armchair expert on squirrels, so, it is very interesting and delightful to have met you.
Uh-huh.
All right. And, I turn in, walk out,
Okay.
and, if I bump into, maybe, Magnus on the way out, I have easily murdered thousands of squirrels in my lifetime. And let me tell you something, that was weird.
I wouldn't tell her that.
Oh, so are you kidding? Get the hell out of there. Let me tell you something. What?
She may want revenge.
Well, I'm hoping that I don't have some sort of karmic penalty ending that much life. I live off the land for a long time. We'd skin them and eat them as kind of a, anyway.
What's karma?
That's good question. Ambara can explain it to you. Here's the thing. That table thing might be turning people into animals, brother.
It could be.
Telling you, that guy's been in that lab for that long. He doesn't know whether or not this is a disease. Come on. Come on now.
Well, when we find the table, we will stop that practice and find a new way to use it.
There you go. Like that energy, like that creative spark. All right. Full bellies, full hearts, full ammo pouch.
He
ready to rock.
He kind of adjusts his robes and relights his censer, and he's like, "Well, I have a demon to exorcise."
Oh, what? Where? Oh, Ron?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You don't know where he is?
I have had trouble finding him. It must be a defensive mechanism for the demon.
The demon? You think you got a real demon in there? You don't think he's just whacking, misbehaving, just doing something he's not supposed to be doing?
I'm fairly positive. I am a paladin after all.
Oh, that's true. You would know. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm your backup, pal. Let's go find that boy.
All right.
You gotta get him.
I will activate my divine sense.
Okay.
And start to look about the area.
Excellent. So you're looking about the area. No demons pop up on your radar, so Ron must be quite a good ways away.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm still looking for Ron.
Ron, while you've been reading behind in the library while they were talking with Squirrel Girl, with Sheila, you heard someone else enter the room and get a book off the bookshelf and sit down at one of the desks to read. Pretty sure it's not Magnus, as it wasn't like clunk, clunk, clunk. It was more of a
Ron starts breathing a little harder, like, who is it? Who is it? And can he kind of like very quietly adjust his seating position, something to try and look around?
Yeah, you can like
it is.
Scoot the chair a little bit. You see Delphi is sitting at the table reading a book.
Oh. Well, at least the view's nice.
Yeah, she doesn't appear to know you're there. So your hiding spot.
I can't remember. Ron hasn't changed clothes, has he?
No, he hasn't.
So he's covered in sweat, dirt, blown apart by the outhouse.
Urine.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Ron's going to kind of look at himself up and down and be like, oh, curses, why can't I be one of those more handy wizards? They can make all this mess go away, and he's going to be using his mending spell to try and fix little tears in his robe.
Yeah, you can fix tears in your robe, but the smell is still there.
Okay, well, he's going to sit there a little bit and make himself immaculately
Mended?
not torn,
Yeah.
mended, yeah. And he's going to kind of nonchalantly like play it cool like a teenager, like I'll push out the chair and stand up and then go, oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
I didn't see you there.
Oh, yeah,
Behind the chair?
I fell asleep back here. I was studying so hard, you know. There's a lot of studying. I'm a little off my voice tonight, sorry.
No, it's okay, you've been sick, you're fine.
I was studying, and he's purposely like staying as far away from her as he can, like hugging the back wall, slowly working himself around the edge. I was studying this journal I found, and these are the books here, and he's got the pile with him of the other stuff he read through as well.
Okay.
The Book of Insufferable Darkness, Wisdoms of the Lord Today, yada yada. What are you doing in here?
Oh, I'm just going over my daily lessons. You see, she's got like a book on science.
Oh, are you a wizard too?
Oh no, I wish I was a wizard. I can't use magic. I'm just learning things. Gives me something to do.
Oh, I like learning and learning and doing stuff too. Like I'm a wizard from the school of Pigfarts, and
We have pigs, but I've never heard of a school of pig farts.
it's a very powerful school. Learn lots of cool stuff, lots of nice people, cool teachers, and you learn some really neat things there. They prepare you for, your daily life and hiding your wizard spells and abilities when you need to. Sometimes, fighting bad guys and all sorts of cool stuff.
You have bad guys at your school?
Yes, we have lots of bad guys at my school.
Oh my goodness, isn't that dangerous?
Sometimes, it's a very unique school. This is why you don't blend, the lower classes with the upper classes. Am I right? He doesn't even know what he's saying. He's kind of like stumbling because he's nervous because of the there. So he's like,
Well, why didn't you tell me all about your school?
Play it cool. There's this really grand entryway into the school with this big old like lava fountain. It gets really hot and
Like from like a volcano?
yes, but almost not at the same time. It's really hard to describe.
Read about lava before. It's in this book, and she picks like another book off the shelf.
Did she just like reach up and snatch it, like the correct one?
Mm-hmm. Like,
You,
she's been through these books before.
I was gonna say, you look like you've been here a lot.
I love the library. I enjoy reading a lot.
Oh, have you read these books before? And he's gonna like hold up the pile and start marching towards her, but then like stop and like freezing in the moment, like one sweat. Like, no, don't get closer. Nope. And he like kind of just holds out the pile, like.
Oh, she'll walk over to take the pile from her.
He's gonna like freeze, like don't move, don't move.
She gets closer and she's kind of just takes the books and she's like, would you like to sit down?
Yes. And he comes like let's go of the pile and just like sits down on the opposite side away from her in the room, like a chair away from her. Yeah.
Nice.
But he's like leaning in, but he's far away now.
Yeah. Jump, kitty.
So, what do you think of those books? Have you read them?
Oh, this one seems really interesting, and she points to the one that you've been reading with the Order of the Guardians. But Dr. Fran says it's just fiction, so... But it's a fun story, though.
It's really cool. I like the part with the knights and they're traveling around to Markovia and the fortress. It sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's really neat here, and I just something's bothering me though. It's like the statues out there. They're really nice looking, but I don't understand why they're all trying to like flee from the island. Have you seen those statues before?
I have, and she will talk all about stuff with you. She's really happy to just have somebody to talk to.
Okay.
That's not one of the 3 people that are in the household all the time.
He just wants to geek out with her on knowledge, learn a little bit more about the island if he can. But he's still going to be trying to keep that distance from her. But at the same time, he's really interested. So it's he's doing that.
Excellent. So you're talking, and that's going on while they're talking to Sheila, Elam, and Magnus left. Ambara and Merrick, what are you guys doing? After talking with Sheila, she's kind of grabbed up like a handfuls of fruit and is scurried out. Dr. Fran's
Merrick
like,
left first.
Oh, Merrick left first? Okay.
Yeah, he walked out. Said
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dr. Fran would walk Sheila back out to make sure she got out, to where she's supposed to get safely. And
So, Ambara's in this lab by herself.
she is. In fact,
Alright.
if you guys have the whole house to yourself. It seems that Orson and Felix are making lunch in the kitchen and the pantry.
I am going to look around this room and see if I can find anything nefarious.
Give me an investigation check for looking around stuff.
Let me open my sheet. My investigation's not that great. Okay. 16.
16. All right. So you're looking through the lab. Let me find where the lab's at, because I know there's stuff in here. All right. So you find a few bottles of. There's all sorts of bottles and chemicals and vials and stuff. You find some that are labeled ether. And there's a bunch of just. This lab appears to be fairly immaculate. You don't seem to find anything incriminating in the lab. There's the door that leads to the menagerie, which also kind of leads to the courtyard storage area. Let me see here. And you also know that there's an upstairs. Like, the laboratory takes up 2 floors, basically. And you'd guess from the way you saw the lights on last night that Dr. Fran's room kind of overlooks the laboratory to a certain extent. From the 2nd level.
I'm gonna go upstairs,
Okay.
and I'm going to snoop upstairs.
Okie dokie. Are you being sneaky about your snooping?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be at least.
Okie dokie.
Do I have anything that will help? No, I don't. So, 16.
Alright, so you're able to creep on up to the second story. So, you're kind of there. You see, like upstairs, it's like a gallery of paintings. Practically, the whole upstairs is, and it's just a bunch of pigs, but mostly wildlife, animals, that kind of thing. There appears to be like a poorly done rendition of the members of the household. Apparently, he's better at painting animals than people. But you find upstairs there is his studio, which you'd imagine is where he's painting. Because the door's open, you see an easel and paints. You see a sign that says, it's like painted on in like pink, Delphi's room. And then another room, which you would assume would be Dr. Fran's room.
I'm gonna go in that one.
Alright, the door is unlocked. You open it up, and it is a mess. There's papers, diagrams, dirty clothes, clean clothes, bedding. It's just all scattered about the room. You see that there's like a bunch of half stumps of candles scattered about. You see that also there is like a sleeping cot. There is a desk, a writing desk, and a trunk.
I'm going to kind of comb my way through this mess while keeping an ear out for anyone coming. But I'd like to particularly look at the desk and the trunk.
Okay. You open up the trunk, and it just appears to be a lot of personal belongings. You open up the desk, and you find a series of journals.
Hmm.
A lot of papers and pencils and writing utensils as well.
Okay. Can I kind of flip
There's
through these journals?
5 journals bound in red leather.
Red leather. All right. Can I kind of flip through them and see if there's anything of interest in here? Any red flags that pop up?
Sure. FM are the initials on the inside of the cover of each journal. The inside of each volume, like you kind of like look, like everyone typically when you're flipping through a book, you read the front page and then you kind of skim. The front page says, "This is the work of František Markov, Lord of the land of Markovia."
Oh, whoa, wait. Okay, František, spell that for me, please.
František, Frantisek.
Frantisek?
Yep. Markov, Markov.
Markov. Lord of what?
Lord of the land of Markovia, which is Markov with an I at the end.
Yep. Okay. Okay, sorry, continue.
Yes. And then, you gotta flipping through, there's a bunch of self-pitying commentary on his distorted form, like if you're just skimming. You see medical notes. How many of these do you flip through?
All of them if I can.
All of them, alright. Give me like an investigation or perception just to see how much you can glean from your skimming.
I will go with perception, but it's probably gonna suck because I rolled decent on the other two. Perception. 13.
13. Okay, so you're kind of reading about, and you see like cure, success, and then cure, unsuccessful, like certain medical notes and stuff. And you see something about breaking, trying to conquer his curse, break his curse. Whenever you see like a failed entry, the mood kind of becomes more morose and sullen. You're kind of flipping through. The first 3 are all very similar, and then the 4th one, there's an interesting item you glance through. It says something about the Great Disturbance, which plucked this land from its inland location and surrounded it with water. It mentions plague and famine that struck a lot of villages in the area, decimating the population. And if you flip through kind of near the end, his most recent entries kind of detail his servants, the arrivals of Felix, Delphi, and Orson. And it's got detailed medical notes on each of them, and how they are his most successful of cures.
So...
most successful treatments.
Okay, so just to essentially it's just a bunch of medical notes on his successes and failures. Gets kind of moody when there are failures. But then the fourth one talks about the Great Disturbance. That plucked the island from where?
From an inland location. Mentions some neighboring country called Barovia.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's what it says.
Yep. And it was struck with famine and plague?
Yep.
Famine. Sorry, I'm writing notes.
Yeah.
Famine and
plague. And then it has detailed medical notes of Felix,
Delphi, and Orson.
Delphi, and Orson. Does it say anything about Delphi? Because from what I understand, she doesn't have the affliction.
Apparently she is his greatest success in curing the affliction.
So she had it.
Apparently, she was fused with a dolphin.
What? Jesus fuck.
Felix with the snow leopard, and Orson with the sloth.
And Orson. Did he say... He didn't tell us that... He just said that she was his...
His ward.
His ward. He never said anything about her having the affliction, right?
Yeah, she said she didn't have it. Probably because he assumes she's cured.
Ah, okay. Alright, and that's all 5?
Yeah. The 5th one, it doesn't really have much in it. It's just kind of tails off. The 4th one seems to be the bulk of recent stuff, and then it kind of tails off into the beginning of 5.
Okay. Alright, and there's nothing else in this desk? Nothing of interest?
No, not really. Just inks, papers, more medical notes on both animals and human type things.
Okay. Can I make a quick perception check to hear if anybody's coming up?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Nobody's coming up the stairs, but you're able to kind of, with that nat 20, the front gate is opening again.
Okay. I'm just gonna, as quietly as possible, making sure to not step on any creaking floorboards, just kind of hop back down into the laboratory.
Okay. No problem.
And that's what I'm doing during that time.
Okie dokie. And Bara skims a bunch of books. What is Merrick? Merrick's just drinking the afternoon away?
Just sitting in the same chair he was the night before, just kind of watching the movements of the group and the people there and all the things.
What's Merrick's passive perception?
I believe he has a 16. Let me double check to make sure. Yes,
right.
16.
You would have seen Ambara up in Dr. Fran's room at some point, like glimpsed her through the window.
Okay. Yeah, he just kind of notes that and just sipping. He's not drinking heavily. He's just sort of like
sipping it. Yeah.
Sipping
just
it
getting that
watching.
Buzz on. Yeah.
There's nothing to do today because we're not going to the monastery, so he's just like, eh. So.
Now, Elam and Magnus, you guys look through most of the compound, and eventually pass by the library again. You know you looked through the library, but you see Ron sitting at the table with Delphi reading books. Both of y'all.
My eyes glowing through the veil, he looks at Ron. And he says, "Oh no.
Oh no.
It's what I feared. The demon has grown strong enough to hide itself from me."
Is he a demon, son?
There is a ritual. I know. Elam, we are going to need several large fish and about a gallon of bat guano.
All right. Well, fish I can get you with. Ron, you hold still. I got to get fish and some bat shit for you because...
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa.
You're a demon, son. Did you know?
No, I'm not a demon.
You're a demon?
No, I'm not a demon. No, don't listen to them.
He's possessed by a demon.
Possessed?
Oh, okay, sorry. You are possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
Hold still, son. We got to get it out of you.
Not possessed by a demon.
You want to tie him to a chair or something?
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, I don't think we need to get those precautions. And he's gonna like get out of his chair and look to them and be like, I'll and he's gonna start like inching his way around the edge. This time close to her, but he's moving towards the door.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna be like, I'll go get some bat water. I'll be right back.
Get him! You will not escape, demon!
Ron's gonna run.
Does he actually go by me?
Oh yeah, you're right by the door.
Alright, well then I'm gonna try to tackle him, I guess.
Do it. Athletics. Versus Ron's athletics or acrobatics.
Come on.
Get him.
Oh, 18. You get him! You get him good!
Oh yeah, Ron! We will not let that demon escape!
There's no demon here!
Yeah, we're fine. I'm going to go up to the young lady who's talking to him and be like, "Good evening, ma'am. How are you? My name is Elam D. Wood Jr. This is my associate, Magnus Deep Shaft. His Highness Magnus Deep Shaft." So, anyway, that young man you were talking to, apparently possessed by some kind of demon. Did you notice any odd...
No, I would have had no idea. He was just telling me all sorts of wonderful stories about his school.
Talk about school.
Yeah.
Just shooting the breeze. Magnus, they're just flirting with each other, man. They're not... I don't think he's a demon. Why do you think he's a demon?
Come on, let me go.
Believe me, if you had seen what I'd seen, you would say there's a demon too.
I mean, let me go is exactly what a demon would say. Hun,
Exactly.
he didn't show any signs of, his eyes weren't glowing, or he didn't ask for your blood or anything.
No. What?
This ritual is a bit more advanced, but it should get the demon right out.
Magnus, did I ever tell you the time that a duck and a lion walked into a bar and... and he casts hideous laughter.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Whoop.
What's your spell save DC, Ron?
I'm pretty sure
It was a 13.
13! Just start laughing. Uproariously.
I haven't even heard the punchline yet!
And he just drops down.
So does he...
He can't.
go?
He can't. Yeah, he's just blah.
Okay.
You just take off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gone.
It's about a minute.
Do you know what the punchline was?
No, I don't know. I haven't heard that joke.
Mr. Deep Shaft must have, as he's already laughing. Must be a really
happy
funny
guy.
joke.
Kind of an easy laugh, it's doesn't take much. Okay. Well, I don't think our little friend is a demon. I think he might be all right. I mean, he's 13. We're kind of all demons at 13.
Are you trying to talk to Magnus right now?
Yeah.
I'm talking to I'm talking to this young lady sitting at the table here.
Well, he didn't. Not that I've met any demons, but he didn't seem like the ones that I've read about in books.
Is she half animal or something?
What? No, she looks normal. She looks like a completely normal lady.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Completely normal young lady.
you know, Ron, he's just one of these guys who's figuring it out. Say, by the way, how come you're not half dolphin or half elephant or something?
Well, Dr. Fred, when I was very young, he gave me some treatments, and I've been like this ever since.
Oh. Well, he is resourceful, isn't he?
Very.
Very resourceful.
Did you need the bat guano? Because I might know a place.
No, I did hear... out of game, I've been looking at the map here of
Yes.
Dr. Fred's headquarters here, and I'm assuming that when I was in the laboratory, maybe he apparently has a menagerie just off.
Yes, there is a menagerie there. Yeah.
And I want to go get a look at it. I'm sure I heard, you know, animals walking and doing stuff. When I was
there is a pair of llamas, 5 sheep, a pair of ferrets, 4 wild pigs, an empty cage, labeled Ursus, an ostrich, 3 giant rats, and a leopard. Leopard for the ship.
Our leopard.
Yeah. He's got a bandage around his leg.
Oh no. Can I try to re-animal friendship the leopard?
Yeah, give me an animal check.
Okay.
While
we're talking about, while I'm finding my character sheet here. Oh god. What is the name on the empty cage?
Ursus. U-R-S-U-S. Ursus.
Is the young lady within earshot? Because I couldn't tell if the room was like...
I mean, there's not a door from the library, but the walls aren't super thick.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, never mind. Wonder who Ursus is. Okay. I'm gonna try animal handling. Where's it?
Yeah, the black leopard recognizes you, kind of comes up to the cage and nuzzles your hand a little bit.
Girl. All right. Good. Okay. So I've formed an unbreakable bond with this magnificent animal. Clearly. Okay. I'm gonna go check on Magnus and make sure he hasn't gone insane.
Okay. Yeah. Magnus is you got tears of laughter streaming down your face, and you. Yes. Just like that.
The demon grows stronger.
Magnus, I gotta tell you,
little time.
I don't know for sure that he is a demon any more than any one of us is that age.
Are you saying you will not help me?
I'm saying, of course I'll help you, sir. We help you out. It's my pleasure all the time. I'm just saying, demons. When I picture demon, I'm picturing, demon with the, demon. I just don't know that he's, possessed by,
No, stop it.
Given long enough, he might turn into one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna round him up.
One simple ritual. I'm sure he'll be fine.
You know what I think we ought to do? We ought to get him and put him on the table. Your table.
That's the life table.
The life table. We've got to put him on the table, get this demon out of it.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Can Ron be running to go get cleaned up?
Yes, you're easily able to go get cleaned up. You can go.
Okay, he's running to go do that and get cleaned up. Scrub clothes, scrub body, everything. Get clean.
Yeah, you're able to. You're doing laundry. You're like in like the section of like You're like in the corner of the salvage, like the storage, with like a bucket, and you're just like in your underwear cleaning your robes.
Yeah, using like floor cleaning soap. I don't care, whatever I can get.
It's furniture polish.
So presentable. You look like such a fool in front of that cute girl. He's like freaking out.
You're able to clean your clothes. It's gonna take them a while to dry, because you don't know prestidigitation. But they're clean, and you're clean.
I'll be here in my birthday suit. No, he'll put on the wet
robes. Okay.
If we don't free him of the demon tonight, we shall try the table.
Solid logic. All right.
That's a deal.
Alright, so Ron hides out in the storage room until his robes dry, which takes about an hour or two, because they're not lightweight robes, and there's not a lot of, like, cross air in the storage room, but you feel the need to hide.
Okay, well then he wouldn't be wearing them. He'd be doing everything he can to help. He'd be fanning them, wringing them out. Like he'd be doing everything he could to try and get them to dry. Excellent.
You kind of like fanning them, and then Felix walks in, kind of just cocks his head.
It's just like frozen, like halfway, like what?
Grabs something off the shelf, just closes the door behind him, like he doesn't want to know.
Ron's just like, keeps back at it.
Alright, so the afternoon passes on into the evening. The evening passes into dinner time. Is there anything anyone wanted to do during the afternoon hours before they retire for the evening, for the night after dinner?
Oh, I'd like to think Ron would go and try and find and talk to the lady again.
Yeah, she's...
This time a little bit more relaxed and composed now that he doesn't reek to high heaven of everything.
Yeah, she'd be receptive. She'd be in the library still.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything super crazy with that if you don't want to, but he'd sit and talk with her a bit more and pray to God that he does not get assailed by that crazy Magnus again. But he was very helpful that Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr. was there and kind of helping his back. He's still not sure about that one. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah. So you're easily able to just go through and get that information sorted and taken care of. Read books, talk with Delphi. Anyone else had any afternoon plans?
Can I get a drink with Merrick?
Yeah, for sure. There is some like island hooch that Dr. Fran brews himself. There's like a passion fruit kind of like fruity flavored one, and then there's like a coconut pineapple one that Merrick's halfway drunk.
Oh, well, we gotta go with something exotic. I'm gonna get the coconut pineapple, drink whatever you're having. You know that thing people do when they're kind of talking while they're opening a beer? You know, they got that thing when they're always while they're popping
It happens, but lucky for you, the bottle's open.
There you go. You know what I'm beginning to think, by the way? I've been thinking.
That's dangerous on this island, I think.
Well,
Nugget, get off my mouse.
True. Nugget. I'm beginning to think that the only people here who know what in the hell they are doing is me and Ambara and yourself.
I wouldn't put it too far past Mr. Magnus. You're not that oblivious and that rich and still survive that long as he has if you don't have something to back it up.
Well, sure. Look, I like the guy. Fearsome warrior, funny as hell, loyal to a fault, but I'll tell you, he is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He thinks Ron is some kind of crazy demon. And I talked to the boy, he's fine. He's fine, he's 13.
No, he pissed himself last night.
Oh.
He was embarrassed, tried to get rid of the sheets. Ended up trying to dump them in the outhouse. Caught him on fire somehow and then burnt the outhouse down. And he's 14, so he's embarrassed.
Sure. I pooped in the tub once. Took me years to get over it.
See? And you're still talking about it, so it's a thing.
Oh, that is a shame. Well, that is growing up. We're here for his adolescence. I feel, I don't know about a responsibility, but I think we've all
think about this. A young man like Ron, who commands the powers he does.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, right there, Ambara.
Yep.
No.
Ambara in Dr. Fran's room. Oh! You're right there. Fine.
Yep, just cat problems.
But while I feel confident in my abilities to survive, and you seem to be quite handy yourself with that frickin' howitzer you've got there.
You know it, but
and Ambara, she's quite capable, but I don't know about reliable.
Really?
Well, we had a conversation, much like this one last night, and she doesn't drink, and I don't trust anyone who doesn't drink.
Oh, yeah.
And she's thinking about leaving.
What?
Like on her own.
What?
She doesn't trust us.
And give up all this?
Right.
Come on, no. She and I had a lovely chat. You really think she's gonna, you know?
She exercises with me in the mornings doing my forms. I thought we had a connection, but yeah, she's a little standoffish, I guess. Hey, people are people.
Look, she's freaking out. She's scared. Look, and I don't blame her. She's frightened of this master pain guy. There's some kind of horrifying, hideous, spiked warlord roaming the woods, you know, doing God knows what. There's brainwashed cultists dancing around a table. Kids shitting himself in the yard. It's a chaotic time, you know, so she's freaking out. I think you and I are uniquely placed to help these people get through, you know, this. You're a steady dude, you know. You see me, you're kind of 72 degrees most of the time, you know, kind of, you know, that's we need that, you know.
You can't be jumpy and sail the seas for as long as I have.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Sailing. What a romantic notion. When you and I get a minute, you're going to have to tell me all about life on the water. Because let me tell you something. I picked around the same piece of dirt 32 years. And, yeah, 37. How old is this guy? 37.
It's an excellent question. How old are you?
I'll write this down. And, yeah, well, and then I, like, drink. You want to go check in on Amber? She's poking around in homeboy's office up there.
Oh yeah, no, she's right. She's already headed down. She's done her work. She's not as sneaky as she thinks she is, but it's kind of fun to watch her.
Hella sneaky.
They're breaking shit.
She was creeping really well, but I'm good at catching things, so.
Sure. Well, I don't know what to make of this doctor guy. He's got too many young ladies around him. Some of them are half animal. I think he's a weirdo.
I think we're all a little weird here.
Oh, that's true. I mean, you're blue, for Pete's sake. What's going on with that?
It's gray.
You're gray? Oh, gray. Well, grayish. You know, it's the light in here. It's dark, and there's like when the red one hits your skin tone, it's weird.
I don't run around calling you pink.
Well, no, I'm very tan. Look at this. I'm practically a saddlebag with eyes.
I've seen your shirt come off. You're pink.
Okay, all right. You know, guilty. Guilty is charged.
I have a single toe. All right.
You have a tail?
Excuse me?
No, you don't have a tail. You don't have any, like... Well, you said you're from another plane. What does that even mean?
Really? Do I have to do that? Okay, fine. Listen. Your world is here. Okay. This is your plane.
Oh, the world is the plane.
My world is here. Different place.
Well, then how did you get onto this plane?
A plane of travel. Spells and machines and all kinds of fun things. You'd love it.
I don't know. I've got like a tension headache hearing about it. Sounds crazy. Sounds dangerous.
No. Nope. Nope.
All right. Well, you and me are gonna go plane jumping one of these days. We got to get off the island.
You need to get out. That 32 years on one patch of dirt has probably really stunted your growth there.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I definitely need to, you know, the world is too strange. I need to yeah, I agree with you. I got to get out more.
Yeah, you guys don't even have I mean, your ships are stuck in the sea. You don't have rail. It's backwards.
Yeah? Well, then where are the ships supposed to go if not the sea?
I mean, sea, air. Airship, sea ship.
Airship?
Yes.
Oh, that is fun. I read a book about an airship once. That is crazy. You got a real airship up there?
I don't have
over
one.
there.
I can afford that shit.
Good times.
I'm just a sailor.
I imagine they jaw for some time
Yeah.
over the finer points of his. I think that Elam is just fascinated for a good 20, 30 minutes at least of all of the details.
All right. While they're jawing over there, Delphi says to Ron, so I was wondering, I've got something cool that I might be able to show you, but we have to sneak out after dark.
Okay. He's really excited, like, oh, what could it be?
I usually sneak out my window. You can sneak out the guest house and we'll climb over the wall. I've got a spot where I put a box and I just climb over it.
Okay, great. Yeah. Yep, I'll come find you. What time tonight?
She's gonna kind of point to like a tree. She's like, when you see the moon hit, start to touch the tree, I'll meet you by the side of the wall.
Oh, okay.
A little after dark, but Dr. Fran should be in bed by that time, so we can sneak out.
This will be great.
Okay.
This sounds great.
I'm so excited. I've never shown anyone else this before. So.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Do you want them to keep talking back and forth though? Like she just leaned in and said that, or?
Oh, she leaned in very conspiratorially and said that.
Yeah, okay, and then Ron will play it cool. I could be like, so, and start, talking about other stuff.
And then everyone has dinner. After dinner, everyone in the house goes to their rooms. Everyone goes to the guest house. But I believe two of you guys have some late night meetings to attend to.
Ron is gonna do the classic trick of using his bed sheets to go out the window.
So, what bed sheets?
Wait, I'm on a hammock, aren't I?
No, you burned them.
Oh no. Nobody brought any back, did they?
Nope.
Oh no.
You have to sneak out the front door. Or out the window.
Could throw myself from the window and cast shield, but no.
Oh, shield's not gonna help you with the fall. That's feather fall. He'd be like, shield, ow!
Okay, how big is this house?
There's enough beds for everyone, plus there's like 3 extras.
Okay, is there like a central hallway I'd have to sneak by?
There's like a staircase, like there's like a loft, and then the downstairs area is the full size.
Okay, then Ron will want to sneak out.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Can I follow him?
Stealth.
Yeah, I imagine you're probably up.
And if I sense anybody's coming or near me or may spot me, I'm gonna fog cloud them.
Okay.
What?
All right. Well, then give me a perception check, Ron, and give me a stealth check, Merrick.
So,
Yes.
Amara, she doesn't go to bed. She goes to the porch where Merrick had been sitting the day before.
Yeah.
And she's gonna do her rest there because she doesn't technically sleep. She just meditates for 4
Now, does she
hours.
meditate with her eyes closed or eyes open?
Closed.
Okay. Just had to
She's
ask
not
how creepy it was.
Gandalf.
Okay. All right. Give me a stealth check, Merrick, to follow him.
As
I wasn't
Ron goes by.
Elam was following.
Oh, Elam was following. Sorry, I heard the wrong voice in my head. Elam, give me a stealth check.
Okay. Alright, it would be my pleasure.
Yeah. You don't see anyone following you, Ron. You're so sneaky.
As they go by, Magnus is just heavily praying in his room. Ravenloft, give me the might to vanquish this demon from my friend!
Ron like shudders as he goes by the door, just like, oh, something not right with him.
All right. So you're able to quietly open the door. You step out of the front porch and you see Ambara meditating, and you're like, and you quietly close it behind you. And then you start heading towards the wall, and Elam quietly opens the door, quietly closes it behind him, and follows. Ambara, it's totally up to you, as if you're like, starting to meditate. You totally see them both go by, or if
yeah,
because
I'm like, god damn. And that's it.
So Delphi's meeting is waiting with you by the wall, and she says,
Yes.
"Oh, good, you made it." She has a cloak on. She has her little hood up.
Oh, Ron like adjusts his hat and like his robes like conspiratory. Yeah, I stuck out of the house. It was great.
Okay, awesome.
Where are we going? Are we ready?
We're going to go to my favorite place. Come on.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna fall.
She'll hop the wall. She pulls out like a little crate, and
Okay.
she puts it there. She uses it to pull herself over the wall.
Ron's coming up behind her there too, and thinking like, oh, I hope I get to see boobs.
Excellent. So, you are sneaking
One track
along.
mind.
Yeah, one track mind. You go down to the other side of the house. Like, the spring's one direction, you're going in the other direction, and you find a little river, actually.
Okay.
And Elam, you're just in the bushes watching all this. And you see she kind of takes her cloak off, and she kind of, like whistles real softly. And like a nice little melody. I'd whistle, but I don't want to overload the microphone. Oh, I have music for this. Hold up. There we go. So, you,
just like watching them, and I'm like, young love cooling in the sage grass.
And she takes off her cloak, and she's got like a little like a shift underneath it, and then she dives into the water. She's like, "Come on in."
Wait, did she just skinny dip in?
Not skinny dip in. She's got a slip on.
Oh, okay.
That's the question: is do you go on with your full robes?
No, he takes off his robes.
Boxers.
I'm imagining he has like, I don't know, like a boxers and a tank top or something.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I'm still a kid, but I'm also in the teenager stage. Boxers, they're like kind of like kid-like, and like got the patterns on them,
Yeah, little hearts all over the boxers.
Yeah, there you go, little hearts.
So you jump in, and not too long afterwards, you see some dark shapes kind of swimming up in the water.
Do you see those?
Yeah, they're my friends. And then you see, yeah, you see some sealmen pop their heads up out of the water.
Okay, that's, hi, I'm Ron. Are you friendly?
Yup.
Oh, okay, you scared me. I thought you were like sharks or something.
No, you say sharks and they're like, whoa, like, no. She goes, me and my friends, okay, we're not supposed to go out at night, but we saw that your ship was in trouble during the storm, and we kind of swam out and pulled you guys to shore.
That was you?
Mm-hmm.
But you too? Like you?
Yeah.
You're a really good swimmer.
I'm just really good at it. I don't know why.
Okay, well thank you. You saved us all. I mean, I know we're now stuck on the island, but at least I get to meet you. And your friends here.
Yeah, they didn't want to see you guys. You guys looked like you were in a lot of trouble. And so, we were already swimming out anyways, and this river leads to the ocean. And so we were already swimming out there. We were like, well, we don't want them to all drown, so we pulled as many of you guys as we could.
It's awfully brave of you to come out there and brave and do that, and not get eaten by a kraken. And oh yeah, the
kraken was really scary looking.
Ooh, it was definitely something. Well, now that we're out here, are we just gonna swim around a bit?
I mean, I thought we were just gonna have some fun to swim around.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ron's like, oh. Well, okay.
Unless you had any better suggestions.
I had some ideas, but no, swimming sounds great.
Does Elam clear his throat in the bushes?
No,
okay.
I think I lean up against a tree and smirk and make sure that Ron is not eaten by seal men.
No.
Ron's gonna show her to, look what I can do, and he's gonna have dancing lights and have them underwater, and
yeah, they're really cool.
They'll just have fun while they're swimming.
Amazed at your display of magic. Yeah.
And
you must be so powerful.
Oh, I'm so powerful. Look at this. And he's gonna, do his little firebolt.
Where do you shoot the firebolts?
He gets carried away. Firebolt.
Straight up into the air. Okay.
Yeah.
No repercussions there.
Yeah, no repercussions. It's fine.
It's fine. Thankfully, it's a wet jungle. Yeah, that's what the two of you are up to, and Elam just kind of shaking his head and smirking in the evening. Now, Ambara, it is getting close to the witching hour.
Yes, indeed.
You have a rendezvous of your own this evening.
All right, so
Ron, Elam, and Delphi haven't returned yet, but I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, Elam's following, so it should be all right. He's chaperoning. So I am going to around 11 o'clock. I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can quietly leave the compound.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Oh, I'm not good at this. 10.
10. Yeah, you're so stealthy.
Yeah, I'm quite light on my feet. And then I'm just gonna kind of is the gate like locked? I'm assuming the gate's locked.
It's like barred more than it is locked. But you did see their trick with the crate and hop in.
Okay, then I'm gonna hop over on the crate and then make my way around to the spring.
Sure. You make your way down to the spring where you see Felix waiting.
Hello, Felix.
Oh, hello, Ambara. I'm glad you were able to meet me out here.
I don't understand why we had to meet all the way out here, but...
Well, you never know when Dr. Fran's ears are listening.
That's true. Yes, sure.
So, there's some things about the Doctor that he doesn't like people to know.
Oh, do tell.
Yes, well, you see, Sheila, who you spoke with today, he's kind of like looking for the words to describe the situation. The broken ones, it's more of a 50-50 split, per se, rather than this warmonger that he makes out a Kanga to be. The other 50% that don't follow the Lion King, the Beast King, they follow Dr. Fran.
What do you mean by follow?
Well, they practically worship him.
Ah. And what does he do with this worship?
Well, he uses it as an excuse for his experiments.
So he performs experiments on these people?
Yes, I myself having been one of them.
Willingly?
It looks like he's trying to say something, but he's just like...
Now, Felix? Yes?
Yes.
Now, Felix, I did follow you out here on a limb.
There are certain things I would like to tell you, but cannot. It's like there's a compulsion on me.
Do you mind? And I kind of like hold up my hands to like the side of his face, kind of thing.
No, not at all.
And I don't have any like.
I know.
Super cleric spells, but I am going to attempt to reach out into the weave and see if there's any kind of like.
Give me that Arcana check to see what's up. I'd also allow religion if you'd prefer, but I think you prefer the Arcana.
They're the same.
Okay.
So
they're the same. Okay.
Arcana. And I'm gonna see if I can sense anything there, if I can unravel it.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. 22.
All right.
Sorry.
So, kind of feeling out into the weave of magic, you kind of innately sense that there is, like around his mind, there's some kind of. It's like looking at a strainer. There's like a strainer, and some things are allowed to move through, and other things get stuck. That's the kind of the feeling you get from reaching out.
All right.
So it's you're getting the feeling that he physically can't tell you certain information.
Okay. With that check, and am I able to rearrange that so he can can I?
Okay. How would you
fix it?
How would you like to try to go about this?
So do I feel like this strainer is like stopping him from saying these things, or is it okay, so like essentially do I feel like I need to plug the holes or like break the strainer altogether? Does that make sense?
You need to break the strainer altogether. And with that good of an Arcana check, you feel that if he was to try to push through and get some of this information out that he's not allowed to reveal, it would cause a physical, painful trigger. A negative trigger would occur.
Do I feel like it would kill him?
You're not sure.
Sir Felix.
Yes.
How willing are you to tell me this information? I know you're compulsed, but I might be able to get through that. It just won't be pleasant for you.
Yeah. Yes, I've tried to push through it once before and it nearly killed me. I do have friends who could tell you more. I can reveal this because Dr. Friend doesn't know, and I can tell you're suspicious of him.
I'm not gonna lie, I stooped through his room a bit.
Good. Yes, it has information.
Yes, his name is Frantisek Markov?
Yes, that would be his full name.
And apparently Delphi was one of you.
Yes.
Previously.
Yes.
But he failed to mention that.
He fails to mention a lot of things.
Clearly.
I am secretly one of Akenga's spies in his household. Akenga is trying to create change on the island, and those monks at the monastery, I wouldn't believe everything he says about them. I don't know much about them, but I don't believe they're what he says they are. Cultists, whatever they may be. But you were planning to leave for the monastery tomorrow, yes?
Yes, we were.
I can have one of my friends give you more information. They could.
I would definitely appreciate that.
It's close to the border of Akenga's territory, and so it would not be convenient.
Sheila is guiding us.
Yes, she works for Dr. Fran.
Yeah.
I mean, if she dies, it's not a big loss. She's one of his spies.
You're not wrong, but I don't feel great about throwing someone into the fire, if that makes sense.
Well, maybe she could have an accident and just be unconscious somewhere. I don't know. Or you could just hand her over to my friends. They would deal with her. Not necessarily kill her, but at least imprison her until they're ready to strike.
Right.
Change is coming soon, within the next couple of weeks or so.
So,
planning an attack.
Sheila said that Akanga, the Master of Pain, is like super warmongering.
Akanga is not the Master of Pain.
I'm assuming Dr. Fran is the Master of Pain. Blink once for yes.
It looks like he's having a hard time blinking now.
I'll take that as a yes. You don't have to blink.
Thank you.
Can I insight check this?
Yeah, you most certainly may.
21.
He seems to be honest.
Okay.
So I advise when you go to the monastery, you don't leave any of your possessions behind here, just in case.
That's probably a good idea.
Yes. Delphi doesn't have any idea. He keeps her very sheltered.
She does seem... She's nice. I'm just gonna say that. I haven't spent much time with her, so I don't really know. Thank you, Felix. I realize that this could be quite dangerous for you, and being a spy of Akanga, that it could blow your cover, kind of thing.
Yes, that's why I came out. I had to be not within the range of the walls. I came out here earlier with some of my friends, and they have secured the perimeter to make sure we would not be eavesdropped upon.
That's good to know. Have one of your friends meet us on the way to the monastery tomorrow, and we'll figure out where to go from there. I need to tell Marek and Elam. I just don't know how I'm going to do that.
Yes, I'm not sure how fast I could get a message there, so it might be post-monastery visit, but they will meet you at the monastery at some point.
That's fine. Probably should tell them outside of Dr. Fran's ears.
I would recommend not mentioning it with the visit. He's much more keen hearing than you would imagine.
Yes, that does seem to be the case. Especially if he has spies.
Yes.
Well, again, thank you, Felix, very much. I do appreciate this. I'm quite skeptical on this entire island. But
I understand.
I've dealt with people like him before.
Have you really?
Not quite his level of experimentation and torture, but yeah. So
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. He kind of puts a hand on your shoulder.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's nothing else you can tell me without hurting yourself, I will head back.
He kind of looks a little like, oh.
I will give him a kiss on the cheek.
Okay, brings up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, but stay safe.
And you, don't get caught.
And you're able to make it back.
In the distance, flares.
Yeah, you see a little bit of fire shooting up on your way back to the complex.
At this point, all right.
Yes. It is the witching hour.
I want to.
You like get out from the little room you've put, and like only Merrick is in the guest house.
Exactly. I want to burst into Merrick's room and say, "Thank the gods he didn't get you."
Die, thank the gods, all of them.
He comes running up and hugs him. He has a shovel, and on the shovel is a barrel or a bucket of backwater. And he has 3 fish in his hand. And
Your lordship.
he comes up and hugs you, and he says, The demon has stolen our friends. We must track them down. You can help me, right?
Sure. I'll tag along to make sure nothing happens to you as you do your good work.
Okay. I saw a crate had been moved in the area.
Yeah.
Courtyard.
Yeah, in the yard.
In the yard, and I think they may have gone over the fence.
Now, you think it's wise to leave the fence yard this time of night?
We must.
Can't we save them in the morning? You can prepare. You can prepare here, and when they come home, because even demons have to sleep, they can come home, and then we can save them all.
Unfortunately, the more time that passes, the stronger the demon gets. It's the strongest one I've seen yet.
That literally made him pee his pants.
Terrible.
All of this is terrible.
Quickly now, here, and he hands you the fish.
As fish, how do they look?
They look pretty fresh.
Huh? Good fish.
They look real similar to the fish Felix put into the pantry earlier today.
And then, then running off, looking for them.
All right, yeah, you hop the fence. Give me a survival check to look for tracks.
This is why I brought you, Merrick.
Yeah, okay, Merrick.
The question is, do you actually lead us the right way?
You see a tracks going towards, like the spring. One set of tracks. You see 3 sets of tracks go in the opposite direction.
We'll go to the 3 sets of tracks.
Okay. It's probably good. Follow the tracks, lead through the woods for a little bit, 15, 20 minutes, and you see Elam leaning up against a tree.
Yeah.
About 20 feet back from a clearing.
Elam, are you all right? It's around here? He looks around.
He's swimming with the young lady.
Corrupting that young woman?
Don't forget the seals, too.
You gotta do this great bit. This is a great bit. I like put my arm around Magnus and I go, he's not a demon, Magnus. Then I turn and look at the water and go, he's in love.
And as you turn to look at the water, you can see through like this little hole in the bushes that Ron and Delphi are kind of swimming in the center, and the sealmen are like swimming around them in a circle.
Oh, come on. It's
Little
Mermaid.
Little
Mermaid right now.
The dancing lights are doing like the little sparkly patterns, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The glowing lights on our faces as they swirl around us, changing different colors, like this pale blue, pale.
Yeah, because you got the dancing lights around, and then they're under the water, changing colors, and the sealmen are circling. They're spreading up little water like fountains. As they swim around in circles.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Somewhere a lobster starts singing.
This looks like demonic possession to me.
I've enthralled her.
I don't know about you, Magnus, but that doesn't look demonic to me.
Well, I'd hate to let all these ritual items go to waste.
Oh, you got the fish and the bad shit. Look at you.
It took me all afternoon.
He's been chanting for the last couple hours. Hard to get sleep without that.
I had to feed so many bats, so many prunes.
Listen, you did all that. Any demon that was around here is long gone, pissed, terrified of you and your fish and your bat shit and all your powerful prayers. Come on, you scared them all away for miles. We gotta fry these things up. Merrick, you thinking what I'm thinking? 2 a.m. fish fry? Anybody?
Oh, I was wondering where the rum was, but yeah, sure, fish fry.
Yeah. Like
all right.
Give me a perception check, Ron. These three are talking.
Are they gonna eat him? They're gonna try and eat him. As soon as we leave, they're gonna try and eat him.
He doesn't see us. No, she's wondering if he sees us there.
Yeah.
It's like she's gonna go.
I mean, I won't lie, but I really feel like giving a cannonball into the pool right there. Right the hell out of him. I can get up that tree right there, and it'll be just belly full.
Yeah. You sneak back, and no one's in the house.
And I wouldn't know. I'm on the porch.
Yeah, like the door's still like kind of open a little bit.
Open. Like, what the hell?
No one's home.
Magnus
There's
drops.
a slight trail of bat shit, though.
I'm just gonna go into my meditation.
Okay.
Magnus drops the shovel and the bat shit, and he says, "So be it. But if I see any more signs of demonic possession, he's giving the ritual."
That's fair.
That steadfast, watch that we depend on you for, Maggie.
Most definitely. Now, how about that fish fry?
So how far away do you guys go for the fish fry? You just fry him up right there.
Yeah, I can't go too far because I can't. We can't just all walk away. He's gonna be eaten by creatures.
Okay.
We go far enough that we can set up a campfire and I can keep an eye on Ron.
Excellent. So you set up far enough, and Ron, you don't notice anything for a long time, but pretty soon you're gonna smell the scent of frying fish nearby. So you and Delphi are staring deeply into each other's eyes. The colors are beautiful. There's fountains and sealmen swirling around.
Ooh, tree weaver.
Yes, that starts playing.
Now the question is, do you kiss the girl?
Do I kiss the girl? Yeah.
Alright. So
Oh, Ronnie, get it, boy. Come on now.
so you get a little smooch.
Kiss.
No keys. Before the scent of frying fish hits your nostrils, you look and the sealmen are all gone.
Oh, what?
Now, you three are frying, and you see like that little scent trail, like in cartoons, wafting off to the side. And you see like the trail of like water from like the sealmen, and you guys are frying up these fish, and like 4 sealmen like
I fucking love that. Hey guys.
they look real skittish, but they're hi. Hi.
Well, hello there. What exactly do the sealmen look like? I'm wondering this right now, because
so they're completely bald, but they have mustaches. And
Awesome.
Merrick is instantly jealous.
they've got real sleek, like their heads are kind of more like a seal, like neck, like it's kind of into their body. And then they've got arms, but their hands are really webbed and flipper-like. And they've got like some slight membrane between like right here and here. And so same with their legs. They kind of have that sleek kind of look, and then their feet are really large, kind of stretch out webbed like. And they're really kind of like got that. They're shorter and they're more like broad, like a seal. Like they've got some shoulders and some girth to them.
This is sort of I could imagine that the shadow that grabbed us and the water underneath the sinking ship looks a lot like them.
Looks a lot like them.
Okay. I think a round of thank yous are up for you guys for saving my crew and I.
When you see like one of them kind of blushes a little bit and kicks the dirt, like oh.
Here, have some fish.
But you see when they open their mouth to like eat the fish, it's like sharp sealed teeth, and it's just straight into the fish. They're like, good.
Have a seat, everyone. Is Ron and the girl still fine back there?
Yeah, got him. I'm watching.
Yeah, you can kind of see them. Ron, you see those the sealmen are gone. The trail's there. You see you smell fish being fried.
Oh, something smells good.
It does smell really good.
Did your seal people have a clam bake tonight?
They don't know how to cook. They usually just eat raw fish. This smells like cooked fish, though. Should we
Maybe.
go investigate? I mean, it seems like they already have, so.
Maybe somebody's baking a late night snack.
Maybe.
I mean,
Not turn out the way I planned.
I kinda like our party better.
Okay, well, we can go put our ropes back on and go investigate.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So you guys put on. And before you know it, you see Ron and Delphi kind of walk up. She's got her little
It's a
hoodie.
party, I mean.
Hey guys, we were,
They're not more than like 25 feet away from where you guys were swimming.
We're like right there.
Yeah.
we
You
were
don't have to go
just
very far.
we were swimming because we saw this thing in the water. We went to go check it out, and there was nothing there in the water. So we
Yep.
just decided we keep swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
How long have you guys been there?
Just winks at Ron. Right.
We felt like camping at 2 in the morning, just out of nowhere. Got a wild hair.
Have you been there long? What did you see? You saw nothing, right? Okay, yeah. It's cool, guys. It's cool. Got any of that fish over there for us? He's like trying to play it cool and be nice. Like,
Yeah, there's enough fish to go around for everybody, and you guys have your late night fish fry, and then everybody sneaks back to the compound, and Delphi climbs up back to her room window, and we end with everyone getting a good night's sleep. Well, maybe not a full night's sleep, a good night's sleep.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Ready for the monastery.
Yeah, the sun rises the next morning. It's a little overcast, but pleasant. And you all are ready to make preparations to head towards the monastery. Sheila is already there at the compound, just waiting on you guys. And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight. Congratulations, everyone. We had a bunch of late night meetings. So,
Very interesting late night meeting.
very interesting late night meetings.
After midnight.
After midnight. Now, we're gonna go around and say who we are, where we can find us online, and what our favorite part was. Thank you guys so much in the chat for hanging out and watching. I know we had a blast. I hope you guys had fun too. We're gonna start in reverse order from what we did originally from the starting. So we're gonna start with Mr. Merrick Tenpenny. Who are you? Where can we find you? Favorite part?
I'm Deception Check. I play Merrick Tenpenny. It was a lot of fun. This was entertaining. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter. Same thing. I play games here. This is what I'm doing. Looking to maybe start up I'll be DMing a campaign soon on Monday nights here. With a lot of these same misfits. Not that one. You know, he hasn't made himself available or anything, but that's okay. We understand. Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr. has he has a busy schedule, and you know we're just blessed by his presence now.
What are you playing? Were you playing something?
We're gonna, probably a campaign, a homebrew campaign set in the world of Taldore, which is the home of Critical Role, and yeah, it'd be a lot of fun, I think. So we'll have more information coming out soon about that, and yeah, so good times, fun times, and yeah. Oh, and my favorite part of the night, Ron getting it on in the pool.
Let's give it up, Ron.
Merrick is very proud of his adopted son that he doesn't consider a son, more like a brother. So, yeah, Merrick's very proud.
You're the cool Uncle Merrick.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
I corrupt you all.
I love it. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Deception Check. Well, we have Mr. Travis Bowles.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so glad to be back and play with all these marvelous people. Lindy is amazing, and she does. For those of you who are keeping score this week, this young lady owns a X-Men flight outfit, ladies and gentlemen. I saw this picture on Twitter. I was like, of course you have a Kitty Pryde costume. That makes
I made it
complete
that
sense.
morning.
You made it that morning, and it's perfect. So, Lindy's amazing. All these people are amazing. I'm okay, I guess. I had a great time. There's some really funny shit, and I just love this so much. And thank you very much. If you want to see Jim Davis as a 2-year-old child, make sure you watch WebDM tomorrow for our show on Transmutation Spell School. It is a pip, to say the least. And my favorite moment is Ron getting some. Nothing wrong with that. Get out there, Ron. And Ambara's actually decoding the mystery of what on earth is actually going on here.
The only one.
The rest of us, of course, circling the cosmic crazy drain with our fish and our batshit and our sexual impulses. So anyway, I had a great time. Ron's amazing, and I can't wait for next week.
Awesome.
Nuggetosaurus.
Hi, I'm at Nuggetosaurus on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm here on Tuesday nights, and then Wednesday through Sunday, I stream variety games on my own channel. I have 2 favorite parts, actually. My first one was in the beginning when Elam just dropped all of his baggage at Ambara's feet, and she was like, okay, bye! And then the second, Elam kind of touched, or excuse me, Travis, kind of touched on it, and the fact that Ambar is the only one who's suspicious and the only one who's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on right now. So
I've sprinkled in a lot of clues. I just gotta put all the puzzle pieces together.
I have plenty of things to tell the party.
Excellent. Speaking of plenty of things to tell the party, Mr. Magnus Deepshaft.
Yes, I'm D20 Coup de Grace. Let's see. My favorite part is when we first met the Squirrel Girl. That was classic. I was like, gotta be a friend. Let's see. I am kind of sad I didn't get to perform my ritual.
I have a feeling Magnus is gonna carry around that little tub of bat shit with him. For in case
Just
any demonic signs. And because fish are easy to come by, but that bat guano took you all afternoon and evening.
I just want to know how many bats and how. I mean,
you don't want to know.
Trade paladin exorcism trade secrets.
Secrets of the cult.
Yes.
Anyways.
Cult.
All right, now you've done it.
You said the C word.
Yeah.
Cult. Shiny Pilot.
It's Shiny Pilot. Find me here. Twitter as well. I love the whole episode tonight. Favorite moment. I thought it was all hilarious.
It was great.
So it's just a good time playing with everybody. But did a good job. Had fun. I'm a little out of it right now, but hopefully it didn't show through too much. But I had a good time with it, and look forward to playing more with everybody else. As always, it's a blast. So it's a good time. So. Excellent. Many shenanigans and interesting things will be discovered, learned, and found out next week as they go towards the monastery. I'm super excited about it. Super hyped. I'm catching up on the YouTube uploads. So this episode should be on there pretty soon. I got behind with holidays and car stuff, so catching up now. Be prepared to see some more things popping up, and thank you guys for watching again. We'll see you guys next week. Same Barovian Ravenloft bat time. Same batshit time. Same batshit channel. Got it. Have a good night, everybody.